Let's see what happens. I don't know if it's going to be any better. We'll see. Y'all got to let me know because I don't have a lot of time. While y'all are watching, look how neat that is. It's a whole little computer. Let me know if you can hear me. I'm looking for...
Everybody knows that the real nightlife begins after the clubs close. What they call after hours.
Okay, if y'all can hear me, I'm gonna talk real quick. I have heard a lot of stuff, a lot, while I've been trying to work and have an out of town meeting tomorrow. And you know, why hide it? I'll be in Nashville tomorrow, driving up in the morning. Do not freak out, Cropper. Do not say, oh my God, people live in Nashville, and Karen Materna said she was going to Nashville. People are going to get hurt. No, stop it. But yeah, I'll be in Nashville tomorrow. Am I going to do some things with regard to what's going on this box while I'm there? Absolutely. It has nothing to do with harming someone, Cropper. Before you lie. But I just heard a video. Y'all saw my thing, my post just a minute ago. Y'all give me something that you can hear me because I can't tell. But we get to go backwards now and we get to watch the Red Cross video again. Yay! Can we all just play it and be done? That's the proof. How does she say that? Proof. With that list. I don't know. But I wonder if she went and turned herself in for that little interference of child custody she has going on. Huh. While she was laughing and giggling, you know. Nobody can touch her. Nobody can make her do anything. Well, it's just like Cropper. When you mess around with children where you're not supposed to, things happen. And so I am supposed to advocate. Yes, I am supposed to advocate. They are con artists. Until I got out from underneath the bubble of what they wanted me to see, I need for anybody in that area, anybody, if y'all want to spread it, anybody that knows that those children have not been educated appropriately and the little one is not in school again. Because, see, the state of Oklahoma has this thing, if you choose to homeschool, and I don't know this, but if there's personal knowledge and someone knows, I would like for them to reach out to me. Has this thing where if you're homeschooling, there's a certain number of hours. And if you calculate the hours on the internet that Mr. and Miss Turner spend, there's no way they're homeschooling appropriately. So, you know, or is it the fact that they just don't think they need an education? And I'm really sick of hearing both of them talk about others' children when there is not one situation that they are in that was caused by anyone else except the two of them. So I really don't know why they continue to stay on this box trying to say their children were harmed and hurt. No one didn't educate your children but you. No one doesn't have a home for your children but you. No one doesn't be able to buy groceries without the Choctaw Nation but you. No one doesn't, you know, have transportation for your children but you. See, these things aren't everyone else's fault. So you can get on this box and go backwards and try to prove whatever you want to prove. But guess what? Your children deserve an education, transportation, and many other basic necessities. And, if you two can provide those to them, then everything's fine. But if, I need to advocate, right, Tammy Cray Cray? So I'm advocating for those two. I have advocated for the Belair grandchildren that everybody had a hissy fit over and wanted me, you know, to speak up. When I felt the need, I did. And when somebody's crazy enough to go accusing someone of calling CPS on them and then proceed to put little girls on the internet to discuss the CPS visit, yeah, I have a problem with that. That was enough for me. And we get to go backwards. We're going to hear how everybody scams. Everybody does this. So we'll hear the Red Cross video. But this time, you see, Patricia Horton, Misty Coley, Karen Groomer. Patricia Horton, you who sends NJ messages saying you're shaking because someone called out your name on the internet. All of you, the investigators. Oh, yeah, and I have from NJ's mouth to me exactly what your roles were. The investigators. So every time she puts something out, we will require to know which one of you, if we don't, know where she got the hogwash from that she's putting out as her proof. So won't this be fun? Won't this be fun? So they can go backwards. Go for it. We get to watch all this again. And the funny part is, do they really think that anyone's going to watch a story that has been told and told? How long ago was this? Like 3 years ago? And then they made reports to the FBI. Since have made more reports to the FBI because you see, I have those too, NJ. And still nothing's been done? Huh. But children need an education. And this idea that she thinks that someone's jealous of her children, no, we feel sorry for them. And not only do we feel sorry for them, we hope that they can have something better than what the two of you are showing them and providing for them. Because I just don't think that if you can work and you don't have any money in a bank account and you can't provide for your children and you don't have transportation and one may or may not be able to, he might not be educated or being educated, those are some really serious issues. They really are. Really serious issues. So I have to go. I am going to a football game, and guess what? I don't have to sit on the visitor's side. But hey, NJ, I would suggest that Cropper give you some legal advice, or you can just march right up to that judge or into that DA's office right there in Valor, Oklahoma, and tell them exactly what you did with that child. What you said, what you did when you had no business interfering in a runaway and attempting and knowing where the child was, and you did not tell the police, Child Protective Services, which, by the way, didn't you call? So if you knew where the child was, wouldn't you have told Child Protective Services where the child was that you're so concerned about? Yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot. So keep talking, and I can't wait. That's the serious part. And the Turner children are serious. So if anybody has personal knowledge, because that's what is needed, personal knowledge about this problem with education and the fact, because it is and has been recorded on numerous occasions that she thinks there's nothing wrong with her children. So there's a disconnect there, that she thinks that this is normal. Well, the state will tell her otherwise, I guess. So let's do that, and then we'll listen to a Red Cross video. I say we all get popcorn and play it ourselves and listen to it over and over again. So, and before the Turners want to come out here and talk about anyone else's children and how they're jealous, I can assure you no one is. Well, Cropper might be jealous because you actually have possession of your two. So he might be jealous, but nobody else. I guess Tammy Blair's son could be jealous, and the mother of those children could be jealous, but none of us are jealous. We take care of our children. Our children are educated. Our children are fed. Our children have transportation to and from where they need to go. Our children can participate and play in whatever they want to. And they don't have to open the front door and follow the extension cord to find their mother or their father in a beat up, broke down van trying to prove something on the internet because they're mentally ill and criminal thugs. So just think about that before you talk about other people's children. That's all I have to say. Um, I have advocated for children for over 20 years, and I will continue to. NJ, the fact that you lied about your children to me is on you. And by the way, did you have personal knowledge when you delved into all the CPS offices you have called? Did you have personal knowledge of everything you were reporting? That's important. If you don't, NJ, keep your mouth closed. Oh, I did hear this. She just said, and I might have missed it, but she said that Cropper said that somebody, oh, Cropper said that Gina called CPS on NJ. That's what she just said. And she thanked them for that. Okay, well, I'm a little confused because by your own words, CPS has been to your house twice. And the first time, there are numerous videos with your voice saying that some girl named Angela did it. And then you accused me this second time, and a police officer did it. A law enforcement officer did it. So, how did Gina send CPS to your house? Cropper, was that a lie? Because I thought some girl named Angela did it. That's what NJ's been screaming and swearing is the truth. Or did she put out some more false information? Which one is it? You never know with her, but y'all listen on and we'll see what happens because they are criminal thugs. And I haven't gotten, anything, an apology, anything. I guess Blair's still going to stick with the fact that she lied and tried to ruin me professionally, as she claimed she didn't know me, by lying on something so important as I reported her children to Child Protective Services. No, and as y'all will learn something about me, if I did, I'll tell you. And if I think it's my business, I will tell you. And there are numerous videos where I have said, I don't think that that is my business. However, when someone's mental capacity is at the point where they will accuse somebody and lie about reporting their children to Child Protective Services and then proceed to get those children online with the rest of their little six pack and lie some more and question those children on a live video. Yeah, Blair, why don't you contact Francesca Amato Banfield before you file that bar complaint? Because guess what? I jumped her ass for doing the same thing, and I will always protect children from the internet and being asked coaching and leading questions about their health or welfare by someone other than a professional. So take it for what it's worth. Call her, ask her, how'd that work out for her? Because you don't interview children about subject matter like that on the internet. Period. In fact, they really should not be seen on this box, but as we know, Miss Blair doesn't care about that. So if we talk about children, I also have to bring up one other thing in that disgusting, vulgar video that we all had to watch or we all had to listen to. You know, the ball video in the street. Okay, first of all, I want to see some proof where there was some coaching done and some travel for baseball, like everyday dad stuff, you know. But she said, I can't, I just can't. She kept saying, he gets out. What did she say? A good dad gets out on the grass and plays ball with their son. No. First, the good dad has to be able to provide a grassy area for his son, is usually how that goes, NJ. They were not in the grass. They were in the middle of the street. But kudos. You know how many men across the country and women. By the way, NJ and Cropper, you want me to share something with you? After my children's father died, I coached a softball team and a baseball team. And the boys' baseball team, I spent hours with my son in the batting cage. You see, NJ, that's not just a job for a dad. And by the way, dads that work, sometimes mothers throw the baseball with their sons. But see, you wouldn't know that because I don't think you've ever played a sport in your life. You just want to criticize others. But in two-parent households, mamas do that too. Mamas and daddies do it because usually mamas and daddies are both working. So don't brag on that bullshit. Really? You look stupid. But like I said, anybody that has firsthand knowledge of that, get in touch with me. And NJ, you can yell, scream, do whatever you want to. But yeah, I'm concerned about his education, your child's education. Because if he has in fact been withdrawn from school, you are in no way homeschooling him. But I would like someone with personal knowledge to tell me that. See how that works, NJ? See how that works? You don't just call and accuse somebody of their child not speaking what because you heard him in the background on a video 2 times. Really? And by the way, what would you know about the development of a child? You mean your little grandson that you call names? Because I've heard it. Your little grandson that you let run around the house and disappear while you're on Periscope. And you are going to talk about the development of children. And by the way, don't teach your children to not love their family, because family is family whether you like them or not. Your children do not deserve to be manipulated to never know their family. Your issues are your issues, not theirs. Stop passing them on to them. That would be my advice, but don't take my advice. I just think children should be educated, fed, and have transportation is like the first big prongs you have to get over. Oh, and a roof over their head, which I guess you provide that for now. So everybody have a good night and love your children, hug your children. Those that don't have them and are fighting the judicial system and it seems hopeless and helpless, hang on. I'm on this box just like it is on Facebook. I do not mind if a parent reaches out to me for support or for anything, because it is tough. It is tough. You see, NJ wouldn't know anything about that because she has hid hers so that no one knows the trauma that she is inflicting upon them with her behavior. There you have it, NJ. There you have it, Cray Cray. You wanted my opinion? I'll give it in public. I don't mind. They're not my clients. And I would like to have some information on this education issue. And go tell the truth, NJ. What'd you do? Did you hide a child? I don't know. Let's see what you tell the judge next time. Hey, Justin, are you going to cry in the corner like you did last time in court? Are you going to cry? Yeah, if y'all don't know, Justin cried in court. Stood in the corner because there wasn't enough room at the bench. So after all these allegations and all this mess that they have created, he stood there and cried. So yeah, they talk a big game. But I can't wait for the Red Cross video, and y'all have a good night. Talk to you later. Bye.